Can you turn beer into ice cream? Let's find out. Beer contains an ingredient called alcohol. Alcohol is also found in vanilla extract. The primary purpose of alcohol in ice cream is to make your ice cream smoother and creamier because the alcohol lowers the freezing point of the ice cream. Beer also contains very intense and deep flavors. This means that we can use a little bit of beer and we can add it to our ice cream and still get a very impactful flavor. And as we all know, ice cream is very delicious, so why not combine the two? To me, it sounds perfect. If you add too much alcohol, the freezing point of the ice cream actually becomes too low and it won't freeze. This is similar to like if you put a bottle of vodka in the freezer, you will notice it never freezes. Beer has a lower alcohol content, but we will also only be using about 8 ounces of beer for this recipe. One of the primary ingredients in ice cream is sugar. Sugar helps make ice cream softer and creamier and smoother. Alcohol does the exact same thing. Therefore, when we add a product such as beer, which has more alcohol by volume, we will actually lower the amount of sugar. So for a typical recipe, I would use around 1 cup of sugar. For this recipe, we will only use 3/4 cup. Let's start the experiment. Beer is slightly acidic. Therefore, we will be using less milk in this recipe and we will be using more heavy cream. Heavy cream has a higher fat content and therefore is less likely to curdle. In a normal vanilla ice cream recipe, we would use heavy cream, sugar, vanilla extract, salt, and milk. In this recipe, we will be substituting the milk for beer, and like I said before, we will be lowering the sugar amount. Let's go ahead and combine the first 4 ingredients together, and then we'll add the beer last. Give a quick whisk. Let's go ahead now and get our ice cream machine and let's get churning. Since beer does have the ability to curdle ice cream, I would make this recipe immediately right before churning. I would not store this recipe in the fridge for any amount of time. Also, since the ice cream does have a slightly higher alcohol content, it might take slightly longer for the ice cream to churn. I will be churning for a minimum of 28 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and check the consistency of my ice cream and go from there. So our ice cream churned for about 32 minutes total. Let's go ahead now and check the consistency. So it is a little soupy, but that could be due to the extra amount of alcohol in there. So let's go ahead and get the ice cream in the freezer for about 4 to 6 hours, and then we'll go ahead and check the consistency. Alright, let's go ahead and check our beer ice cream. So this ice cream is fresh out of the freezer, and just look how creamy it is. This is the perfect consistency of ice cream, and it just looks so delicious. Let's go ahead and try some. This is outstanding. It has that great citrus flavor from the beer I use. I use a Blue Moon Belgian White, and it's got that super delicious, creamy flavor from the vanilla ice cream. It's almost like a dreamsicle with the combination of the flavors I chose. You could go ahead and use other different types of beers, such as Summer Shandy or a Guinness, which is like a dark stout or porter. Those beers are going to have that really great profile that's going to blend really well with something like vanilla or those creamy milk flavors. I would just be really cautious that when you use a beer, check the alcohol by volume, because if you use a beer that has too much alcohol, the ice cream may not form properly. So, can beer be turned into ice cream? The answer is a delicious yes. Just make sure that you enjoy your beer and your ice cream responsibly. If you like what you saw here, go ahead and hit that like button and then be sure to subscribe for any new content. See you next time. I eat my oranges with pure ice cream. Oh, most eloquent. Can you turn beer into ice cream? Let's find out. Let's find out.
You can look at it. You can look at it.
Let's find out. Oh my gosh.
You can look at it.